It's time to play yet another ST game, and this time it's Leadstorm, published by Go in 1988. And the game has been developed by Software Creations, and that actually brings me some hope, because they've made some pretty good games. I think they only worked on arcade conversions, and they were responsible for Bubble Bobble, Ghouls and Ghosts, and also the somewhat questionable Bionic Commando. And I believe they made a couple of other arcade conversions as well. And Bubble Bobble is definitely one of my favorite arcade conversions on the ST, so hopefully this one is going to be good too. I've never played it. And of course, it's an arcade conversion. It's based on the Capcom game released in 1988. And the arcade version was designed by Tomoshi Sadamoto. And yes, the blurry photo down to the right is the only picture I could find of this guy. And he also worked on some of the Street Fighter games and the Resident Evil Code Veronica, I believe, and some classics like Trojan or Section Z, and I also believe he was involved in Giga Wing. But let's find out how the SD version fares, shall we? And of course this game's got music by Mike and Tim Follin, so expect some solid music. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, this is typical Fallen music. Sounds great. Really good work. Let's just press space. Right, so we get a nice scrolling picture of the car. And this is, of course, a racing game. I think it's a bit like Bump and Jump, another arcade game by, I think, Capcom, right? And before we start, I would just like to say that I've been teaching Adobe software all day, and my brain feels a bit like porridge. I'm really tired, and I've been talking all day, so my voice, my throat feels a bit sore. So I'm hoping it's gonna last all throughout the video without breaking. But hey, let's press fire anyway. We have the map screen from the arcade version. No sampled voice though. That's Mac the computer, I think. Which is it's like Kit from what's his face? Knight Rider, yeah. Oh yeah, this looks pretty nice, and we can jump. That's the thing with this particular game. It doesn't quite play like the arcade, and the flip scrolling is, oh god, yeah, that's not great. The sideways flip scrolling. Why? It's so annoying. Let's grab stuff. And I think if we can switch. Oh, the frogs are here. That's annoying. Whatever they are. I think we're supposed to be able to switch to a motorcycle. I'm trying to find a key here to do that, but I can't find it. It wasn't space. Please don't dump me into the ground here, please. Oh, I can position this spaceship and press fire and slowly drive away here. Oh my, that was pretty quick, that. Can we disable the music? I wonder. I would maybe like to hear the sound effects. Oh well, never mind. Let's see if we can get our heads around this. Because we are supposed to, jump on cars and stuff and destroy them by jumping on them. So it's a bit like Super Mario Racer here. The cars are Goombas and we are Super Duper Mario. Oh, balls. This is quite tricky, I must admit. But it does look really nice. Music is great. Gameplay is, apart from the flip sideways scrolling, which is honestly garbage. The rest looks alright, but it kind of has the same problem, I feel, like the arcade game. You cannot see what's coming up. I mean, sure, you have to learn what's coming up, I suppose, but it's even worse here. You really need to, learn the layout of the game to be able to react in time. It's the same thing in the arcade, but it's, again, even worse in the ST version, I must say. And I'm pretty sure, again, if I just get to know the game, I'm going to suck a whole lot less. So let's try and do that. And let's stomp some cars if we can. Yeah, take that. You evil bunch of... that wasn't good. Oh, no. And we have fuel and also balls. No, not balls, but I think we've got energy. I'm not sure if the energy is used to, I don't know, jump the car. And it's ticking down as well, which is a little bit annoying. So we need both energy and... Hang on, why are the frogs murdering me? They didn't do that in the arcade, they just slowed me down. Or maybe I ran out of time, my honesty. I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty short video because, man, this is pretty tough. But, again, there's definitely gameplay to be had here. This is not bad. Maybe it could have been a little bit more polished. But definitely some potential gameplay here. And why do I keep smacking my face against stuff? Okay. Jump! You fool! I think you need to press, collect the E's maybe to get energy. I'm not entirely sure. Can't quite remember. I did record the arcade footage about a week ago maybe, or a couple of days ago at least, so I don't quite remember how things were working there. And again, I would love to be able to switch to my motorcycle. I have no clue how that is done. Oops, that was pause. Yeah, oh, here we are. We finally made some progress and we've got one more life. That is good. Oh yeah, we're spelling energy. Yes. And then I tried to mate with that truck. Not a good idea. Yeah, we have energy that is spelled out on the bottom. Maybe we need to collect letters to get energy, but I'm not entirely sure why we need it. We sure need to finish the race before we run out of it anyway, so... Oh god, I still can't quite remember the layout of the road here, or the track. I don't know why, because it was certainly a lot easier in the arcade to do that. Get away from me, you awful amphibians. What? Game over again? Jeez, yeah, the SD version definitely feels a lot harder than the arcade version, because I got decently far there actually. Finished the first track quite easily, within a couple of minutes. Here I'm just smacking my face against the ground and cars and trucks and whatever. Sunday driver bastards. Jump! And... bollocks! And we got some frogs attached to my rear end. Did not expect that to happen today. Found it to be super difficult to jump the frogs in the arcade version. They kept just grabbing onto my rear end, which sounds a lot worse than it is maybe, but kind of getting used to the flip sideways scrolling here. It's still not great, but it's not as bad maybe as it felt initially. Still not in love with it though. In no way, shape or form. It looks like I'm jumping the frogs and I'm not. Why, game? The arcade version had a taller screen for sure. You could see further ahead. Here I just have no time to react. I just drive headlong straight into something that's gonna end my miserable racing career. Finding it pretty hard to crush the cars as well. I mean, it's really hard positioning yourself, but I presume I'm gonna get used to that. Why do I explode there? I know why I explode there. But let's try and not smack headlong into these annoying trucks. No. Please don't jump. No, okay then. Please drive, you fool. Oh, checkpoint, thank you. I made it! Oh, joy! That was close. Next time be more careful. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, Netwood Forest, here I come. Yeah, still looking good. This graphics are nice. Really, really solid. Maybe not my favorite software creations game. That would be, again, Bubble Bobble. I love that game. It's brilliant. Also, Ghouls and Ghosts is really solid. Oh, we can jump and grab these balloons. I forgot about them. They're supposed to be on stage 1 as well, but couldn't see any, really. Come here. Give me that. Give me that energy, baby. Or whatever it is. Oh, God. This stage feels a little bit easier. I don't like these palm trees, though. They're going to be the end of me. Yeah, look at these graphics. They look really solid. I'm liking what I see here. Although that was not where I was supposed to go. Right. Can you go this way? Thank you. Die, you evil racing car. And yeah, I think I need to slow down. I think my mistake here with the game is that I'm driving way too fast. But that's just how my mind works when I do racing games. I'll be back in the forest. It doesn't really feel like a forest, more like a plains with some rocks spread out and some really annoying humongous mountains. Not sure why this is supposed to be a forest. I have no idea. Give me some of those letters, please. That would be super sweet. It's also quite sad that the car doesn't jump as high as it, oh god, as it does in the arcade. It's really cool sense of depth when you jump there. Here it's like a tiny, tiny jump. Get away from me. Let's slow down. But let's not slow down too much, because that's going to be the end of me. What the hell? Oh, go away, you annoying gits. And it looks like I'm safe because I'm kind of looking at the arrow. But of course I'm not, so... balls. No! Again, I'm just way too fast. I think I've got more time and I haven't. It's kind of weird that sometimes I get destroyed when I hit something, other times, no. I can drive into the rocks, no problem, but by Jeebus, do not drive into any of those railings on the first level, because that is certain death. And let's slow down. I slowed down! Come on, game! Don't be like that. And you filthy car, I'm trying to jump you. Oh. No, no, and I got busy trying to murder that car. That was a bad idea, of course. Go! Move! And I haven't got any energy. Oh, crud. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I got somewhat mixed feelings about this one. I mean, it's really... Why did I blow up there? It's really nice in many ways, but I'm not a huge fan of racing games. And yeah, this one is no exception, really. Although it has elements that are not strictly racing elements, so that's good. So yeah, I would probably been pretty okay with it back in the day. Maybe gotten a bit tired of it decently quickly. But yeah, it's all right, absolutely all right, and it's really good in some ways. And compared to many other arcade conversions, it's really, really good. I gotta try and be careful about that. And how can you drive on the rocks, you bastard car? Can I please be allowed? What? Weird how cars sometimes just disappear. I mean, the enemy cars, or whatever you're supposed to call them, they will just vanish sometimes for no good reason. And the flip scrolling also makes it a bit tricky to know where you're at position-wise. I mean, there's nothing really that identifies where you are in relationship to the track, if you know what I mean. Because the flip scrolling is just like throwing me off here. Let's see if we can drive on the left here and just... I mean, you can't make that. No matter how hard I turn left there, I can't make that. Or maybe it's the flip scrolling that is screwing me over. What? Checkpoint? What? Okay, fine. I approve. All right, get ready for Coral Sea. Yeah, I'm trying to prepare myself. Absolutely. Oh yes, we're back in the air on a bridge or bridge track or whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can glance this stage for a bit. Oh, that looked like a crate. It really wasn't. Okay, let's... No, please. Yeah, the scrolling is pretty nice, the vertical scrolling, but it is also a little bit fast and jerky. But yeah, this is good. I think it's good. Yeah. But maybe the sprites could have been a bit smaller, maybe. Oh, I thought that was... Okay, never mind. Yeah, maybe the sprites could have been a little bit smaller so you could see a little bit further ahead. I would have liked that. I really would have. And you can't... I thought I could touch them a little bit. No, you can't. Not sure what that is. Could you please let go of my car, you weird thing? This gets pretty tricky. And didn't I jump? Okay. That was weird. Kind of looked like I touched that jump pad. And yeah, I thought so. I was out of energy, so game over immediately when I land. Alright, one more attempt before I give up. Before my brain stops working completely. And oh, I jumped just before I was hitting the jump pad, and that's not a good idea. Oh, this is so annoying. Please, I'm losing energy. Could you move? You know, please, just move. I'm not going to grab that thing because I'm just going to die. I just know it because there's something that's going to kill me, a trap or something. Okay, this is... No, I was going to say this is going fairly well. It didn't. I'm a goner. Alright, this wasn't too bad. Even though I'm not a racing fan, it's okay in my opinion. I would rather play Bubble Bobble, of course, but yeah, not a bad arcade conversion. So let's have a look at a couple of reviews before we end the video, shall we? ST User was for once pretty rough with the game, and they gave it an overall score of 5, and they wrote, "On the whole, not overly recommended unless you want a fairly tame car race game to while away a few quiet minutes one evening. Perhaps a good contender for a budget title, but a little too expensive for my taste at $19.99. And the second reviewer wrote, "Another vertical scroller, yawn. I do enjoy a good car racing game, but this didn't really fire my imagination or grab my attention. It's an okay sort of game, but nothing special. I'd suggest trying it before buying." So maybe slightly harsh review, but they do have some points. I can probably see this getting a little bit repetitive maybe, and there's not too much on offer. Ace gave the ST version 645 mystery points, and they wrote, "Smart graphics with fast and surprisingly smooth non-parallax scrolling. It suffers from the same drastic sideways movement as the Spectrum, although to a lesser degree. The soundtrack fares remarkably well with the ST sound chip working overtime." And apparently the Amiga version also suffered from the flip scrolling, because that's something they also mentioned, that the Amiga version is suffering due to the poor sideways scrolling. So probably a lazy SD port, I'm guessing. So in conclusion, maybe not an outstanding game, but pretty decent, and if you're into racing, then yeah, you could have probably had some good fun with this one for a bit. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed and all that stuff, and of course, as always, hope to catch you in the next video. Cheers!